from Brighton, East Sussex, and the number 2 seed, Bigger Brother.
Runners-up last time, and it also has Little Joe.
Okay. Have you worked it out?
And we're against Dominator.
You're against Dominator. How do you feel about that? They've got quite a magnificent... Nervous.
Yeah.
They've got quite a magnificent axe, haven't they?
Yes.
We've seen it in action.
Virtually indestructible, they say, with the huge CO2 gas ram flipper. Good power and speed.
From Deal in Kent and number 6 seed, Dominator 2.
A third series semi-final for the Dominator team, but I've just been told they've heard who they're fighting and they don't fancy Bigger Brother.
That's going to be interesting. We might be flying later tonight.
But you're too weighty. Have you got any problems here?
No.
You're just testing and
just
doing
testing.
pretty things with fairy lights down there. What's that?
We're just doing some minor adjustments to the traction control, so...
Okay.
3.2mm titanium armour, fast at 20 miles an hour, the best axe around, they tell us. It acts as a stream-mech as well, but the target has to be right in front of them for that axe to work. Who's going to wait around?
Roboteers, stand by.
Bigger Brother team. Ian Watts, son Joe, daughter Ellie. Crowd love them. Dominator 2. Chris Hall on the right-hand side there at the controls, Paul Tolliday and Peter Halloway with him. In the arena for the house robots, Sergeant Bash and Sir Killalot.
3, 2, 1, activate.
A classic axe meets flipper tail. Will it be a romantic ending? Down comes the axe of Dominator 2. Bigger Brother's armoury in the front is weaker than in previous series, but stronger around the back. And that flipper is so effective, and Dominator 2 is on its side. Now it can only effectively self-right if it uses the axe or gets a nudge from a helping friend. Bigger Brother turns friend. Dominator 2 becomes foe instantly, driving Bigger Brother into the CPZ, the corner patrol zone, bossed by the house robot. Bigger Brother back on the offensive. This is a very good battle developing here. Very even. Bigger Brother can't get the flipper in. Offensively, down comes the axe, but missing of Dominator 2. The judges will have taken note. There the flipper works of Bigger Brother. At the controls, Ian Watts driving, but Little Joe controls the flipper. He's 9, he loves his Harry Potter, he loves his computer games. He loves his Robot Wars. And there, Peter, Paul and Chris Hall at the controls of Dominator 2. Down comes the axe onto the front lifter, the flipper of Bigger Brother, powered by CO2. Now we know that CO2 powered flippers have a shelf life. They can't go on throughout a battle or a heat, and Bigger Brother is in trouble from Sir Killalot. The rep bot looks on. Bigger Brother was absolutely awesome in its heat. Heat L, it beat Disco Inferno, the very last heat to make this to series semi-final. And Bigger Brother, for me, this will be an upset. I thought they beat Dominator 2, I must admit, but they've turned turtle. They'll self-right very quickly, so there is still enough CO2 in there. Ian Watts driving, a lecturer by trade. But I'll tell you what, this has been a lesson he's learned from Dominator 2, and Bigger Brother is teetering on the edge of another CPZ, and the crumpling Sir Killalot comes out and tries to drive up and over Ellie Watts' Bigger Brother. Oh, goodness me, they know they're in trouble. Dominator 2, for me, has gone through. Well, they think so too. Oh dear.
Did you like that fight? Did you like that fight? A right Royal Rumble that. Far too close to call, gonna have to go to the judges. While they're making up their minds, let's see the highlights.
For the fight, I'd have gone Bigger Brother. Down came the axe of Dominator 2, and they were aggressive all the way through. Not too much damage caused. Style from Bigger Brother will have counted in its favour, and over went Dominator 2. So this was a good spell for Bigger Brother. But Dominator 2 forced their way on top with persistence, good aggression, and Bigger Brother got themselves trapped. And from then on, it was Dominator's fight for me. And you can see it written all over the Bigger Brother team faces there. They knew their machine was in peril.
The judges have made their decision based on style, control, damage and aggression. Quite controversial, this. They've gone for Dominator 2! How are you, Ali? How do you feel?
Disappointing.
Was it disappointing, was it?
Yeah.
It's the look of the draw, though, isn't it? You know? You're not out yet, you know? You've got the losers melee. Now, all the losers go into a melee, and the winner of that, they go through. So there's still hope. So, get down there and fix that robot.
I'll get my big hammer out then. Knock the holes out.
You're the second seeds, and we don't want to lose you. I tell you what, though, they did well, didn't they?
Very well. We lost our drive, but they were just keeping away from us.
But you were doing a lot of flipping. You flipped them quite a few times.
Yeah. Actually, they were driving rubbish.
A very graceful loser. Ladies and gentlemen, Bigger Brother! You were sweating there, weren't you, mate? I was winding you up.
And you done it well.
You thought there was going to be one of those judges' controversial decisions.
That would have been very controversial, yeah.
They're the second seeds, man.
Yeah.
You just whack them. If you can beat Bigger Brother, you can beat anyone, can't you?
We're going to give it a best shot, yes.
Oh, do you think you're going to do it? Oh,
We've got to do it. We must do it. We must.
What about the quiet one at the end? Should we get a box for you next time?
I think you need one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dominator 2!